There are so many different LED bulbs out there. So what on earth should you buy? No wonder you guys can't find what you're looking for. I found more LEDs in the back. Almost every single one of these are garbage. This is terrible. Out of every single bulb that we could find on the internet, these are the top 5 bulbs that I can recommend to you guys to put in your vehicle where it would actually be an upgrade. Number 5, I would recommend this bulb right here. This is like the winner of all of the small bulbs out there. This is the GTR Lighting CSP Mini Bulb. It's going to be really easy on the pocketbook. The reason I say this bulb is one of the winners is because it's not just bright, but it also is small. This bulb is going to fit in so many different headlight applications. Let's say you don't have a lot of room to get something like with a massive back like this. Look at this, you have to put all of this inside of your housing and then put a dust cover over it. You just can't. And you're not gonna run your headlights without a dust cover. You go through the car wash, it's gonna have moisture in it. It's the last thing you want. So, if you don't have a lot of room, this might be one of your only options that I could recommend as far as a small bulb that's going to have a good beam pattern. It's gonna be brighter than stock. You can adjust it so it's perfectly aligned to give you guys what you're looking for. Number 5, CSP Mini Bulb, definitely can recommend. Number 4. Tell you what, these were all organized in some certain way, and somebody's going to be pissed that I brought them all out, just dumped them here, but look, when you're purchasing a headlight bulb, first make sure you get the right replacement bulb type. This is number 4. This is the Xenon Depot Extreme LED Pro. Why do I say that this bulb is number 4? Well, first off, it's got this right here, which is the heat sink fins. Now these are gonna actually dissipate the heat so that the driver can drive these LEDs to be very bright. And it's not going to burn out because you can fan these out inside the housing just like so, and it's going to dissipate the heat properly. Now, these bulbs are not just good, but they work on a lot of different applications, say like your 4Runner. You put these where your daytime running light should be, and a lot of these bulbs are gonna flicker, whereas this Xenon Depot bulb just doesn't flicker. The technology on this LED bulb is pretty superior to a lot of the rest. It's also much brighter than a lot of these other brands out here. A lot of them use the same flexible heat sink, like this one here, but at the end of the day, this one was brighter, it looked better, it had a better beam pattern, and it worked on a lot more applications when we've tested it. Number 3 out of the hundreds of bulbs that we have tested as far as being the best, this one right here. This is the SV-4 bulb. Now, if you've been watching our channel at all, you've definitely seen this LED bulb because it's a tried and true bulb. It is one of the brightest bulbs that I can ever find to put into a headlight housing. If you're not familiar with our channel, what we generally will do is take a vehicle off the street and then we will replace the halogen bulbs with a ton of different LED bulbs and then getting the lux, which is the actual usable brightness at a certain point. So we'll use that digital lux meter to compare one headlight to another. And this one generally would come out on top as far as having the most lux or the most brightness. Now the adjustability of this bulb makes it a real versatile bulb as well. There's so many headlight housings out there, as you know, and not all headlight housings are created equal. Some have a reflector housing, and this needs to be at a certain point to bounce off the reflectors and shine against the wall so it doesn't scatter all over the place. If you have a bulb that's scattering all over the place with LEDs on a whole bunch of different sides, that's the last thing you want. That's garbage. You want something that replicates your halogen bulb. This does a really good job because this is clockable, it's adjustable, you can move it around, and you're gonna get the beam pattern that you want. The second best LED bulb out of all of these bulbs that are on the table today is this one right here. This is the 2-stroke 3.0. This has been out for what, a year and a half now? And this is consistently coming out on top because it's got some intelligent technology that the other LED bulbs that I've recommended just does not have. It's got this passive cooling. It's super cool. It's super bright. This bulb is going to directly replicate your halogen bulb, so it's going to give you a good beam pattern. It's very adjustable and arguably smaller than a lot of these LED bulbs. This 2-stroke 3.0, you're gonna be in good hands. If you're gonna install this into your headlight housing, I can about guarantee that you're not only gonna see a significant upgrade in brightness, but in functionality, in longevity. This bulb is going to essentially outlast your halogen bulb, which you can't say that for some of these cheap $30 bulbs. The 2-stroke 3.0 is where it's at, and this gets number 2 on my rating as far as the best LED bulbs out there. What is number 1? What is the number 1 best LED bulb that I can recommend to any of you guys who want to spend your money in upgrading your headlights? I would recommend this one right here. This is a GTR Lighting Ultra 2 bulb. This is the brightest bulb that I could possibly find. It fits better than all other LED bulb as far as getting it into the housing. Doesn't matter if you have a Ram, an F-150, a Chevy, this goes into the housing so much easier so you're not cutting up your arms like you see here. This bulb right here generally comes out on top as far as brightness goes. This is one of the brightest bulbs in the world. This is going to not only be bright, but it's going to have a beam pattern that's not going to blind oncoming drivers, so you don't have people in the comments saying, oh, you're one of them now because you changed your headlights and now you're blinding me and I can't see when I'm driving. No, it's because they put some of this garbage in there and they didn't watch something like this. Look, there is a ton of different bulbs in the world. As you can see, there's hundreds of them over here. And the last thing I want you to do is to waste all of your money upgrading your headlights and then blind oncoming drivers, and then you become less safe on the road. This is why we test a lot of headlights, but like I said, there's hundreds of them, which means there's probably other headlights out there that are even better than this. And if you could recommend one that is better than this, I will use the Headlight Revolution credit card, I will buy them, I'll put them in different headlight housings and test to make sure. If they are better, we're just gonna throw them on our website. So if you wanna check out our website, headlightrevolution.com, you'll see everything we've tested for your vehicles there. This is nothing new, just wanna make it super easy for you.